October 21st, 2025, Figologist here, and we have main crop tasting for LSU Scots Black. Now, if you go back and watch the Breba video of this little tree gave me about 20 or 25 Breba this year. It kept putting them out, and last year it did nothing, and this is its third year in ground. Maybe on the list of, was this an appropriate in-ground tree for the Pacific Northwest? And we'll see. Um, it's in the shadow of the massive behemoth Burns brown turkey, and this tree is going to be moved this winter. So I'm excited to see what happens with this fig. But we've got a couple little main crop here that are pretty ripe. So we're going to take this one, and because we got a lot of rain and cold coming up and pretty much the end of the season here, we're going to take this one, which just feels like a giant sack of jelly, and let's go taste LSU Scots Black.
Here's a professionally made but unnecessary intro. So let's talk about figs. Let's talk about figs.
Figologist here, doing another tasting. It is October 21st, 2025, Oregon Zone 9A. And here we have the main crop of LSU Scots Black. Now, my tree is a third year in ground, originally purchased from One Green World, that still sells that particular tree. If you go back to the Breba video, and I'll link that down below, for the tree this year, you will see that it made 20 or 25 Breba for me and just kept on ripening them. And I ate them all, except for the one that a freaking squirrel ate. And it was a pleasant berry flavored fig. There was not a lot of complexity to it, so we'll see if the main crop is any different. This is the first time this tree has given me Breba or main, so this is the first time I've tasted the main. Let's get a weight, as is customary. So first one is 20.5. The second one is 23. So, kind of a smaller fig, which is a-okay. So, what do we notice about this? As is the case with the majority of the LSU varieties I've encountered, and I grow 4 or 5 of them, tie-dye on both of these. Nice tie-dye, split resistant, humidity resistant, does well in humid conditions. This is why these are great figs for the South. These do tend to hang, so that's part of it. It has a nice like floppy neck here, so they tend to hang down. So if there's any rain, it tends to roll or sheet off of it, rather than figs that are like pointed up like this. So let's get a sense of what these look like. Kind of excited, as I always am when I eat figs. And these were not caprified. These were just as is. Wow. So I guess I really wasn't expecting that deep of a coloration. So we'll let them pose for the school picture. Now let's look at this thing up close. And again, these were super ripe because I was out of town and didn't pick them. But it looks like jelly. Like, it really looks like I could just scoop this out and smear it on a sandy. Nice peanut butter and LSU Scots Black fig sandwich. So let's load up the bricks. And I'm going to obviously choose this one, which seems to be the moistest of them. All right, so we'll load that up. Let's take a taste of LSU Scots Black main crop. Oregon Zone 9A, October 21st, 2025.
Nobody wants to hear
Well, let's do the bricks before I start yammering. Let's put this one at 24.8. Ooh, oh, look at the Figologist go.
Whoa.
Um, I was not expecting this at all. Um, Holy moly. That is a top 10 contender for this year. I'm truly stunned because the Bravo was like, it was good. It was berry. And this is probably the most raspberry forward flavored fig I've had. It is delicate skin, barely any chew, mild to moderate seed crunch, extremely sweet, jammy, pasty almost. It's still on my palate. I can still taste it. And I would say this is raspberry along with some strawberry. It's fantastic. I'm truly impressed. And, as I said before, this tree is really overshadowed by the gigantic Vern's brown turkey that's right in front of it, that's just to the south of it. So, I mean, in the summer, it gets plenty of sun, but as we get later in the summer into September, it's not getting barely any sun at all because of the angle of the sun drops and the Verns kind of shadows it. So, I'm really excited about what this thing could do next year because I'm moving that Verns out of where it is now into a lonely place where it can spread its wings and do whatever it wants. This is magnificent. I mean, I'm really excited I get to have another one of these. And there's a couple more ripening now too. We'll see if they. Today's like our last hurrah of upper 60s. I think it hit 70 earlier, but it's going to be much cooler starting tomorrow. And then we have an atmospheric river coming in on Friday through Sunday. So we'll see what that does to the remainder of the figs that are out in the orchard. But this was A plus. Um, haven't done this in a while. 2 thumbs up, LSU Scots Black. You were tremendous. Uh, that's exciting. I mean, for a very easy to obtain fig that can do really well in numerous climates, um, I'm very impressed with this fig. This was an impressive tasting. So get out there and try all the figs. See what you like, and if you can grow them in your area, stick them in the ground. And if you can't, put them in a pot and give them a head start. Because in the end, all we care about is that you are putting figs in your pie hole. That's all I care about. Bye.